Hey everyone, my name is Georgiana Haynes, founder of the Boss Ladies Network, and today I am sharing a few tips to help prepare you for creating your vision for the new year. This is the best time of the year, December, it's the holidays. Hopefully you've got some time scheduled to rest and relax and give your mind and your body a little bit of peace. And this is a really great time for us to start planning for the new year as opposed to waiting for the year to start. You know how it is. Everything just happens so fast. We blink twice and it's March. The resolutions you set in February or January are long forgotten. But when you take time to start in December, it gives you an opportunity to review the previous year and set more meaningful goals. You know, we're all about creating goals that set you up for success and help you to feel more fulfilled as opposed to just getting caught up in all of the hustle and bustle. So I want to help you today to set really meaningful New Year's resolutions, but in a way that is not just creating resolutions for resolution's sake, but creating a vision for your future and working your vision of the next year into your lifelong plan. So some of the things that I like to start off with are, first, before I start planning for the future, to take some time to look back at the past year. And there are 4 questions that I ask myself. As a matter of fact, I ask myself these questions at the end of every week, but especially at the end of the year, I ask myself these 4 questions as a way to reflect on the past year and see how I could improve. So the 4 questions are: number 1, what was my biggest win? What am I celebrating? What was I most excited about? What was the best thing that happened this year? Number 2 is, what are my areas of opportunity? What are the areas where I can grow that I could have done better? And as I go through these questions, I want you to approach it from a mindset of positivity. This is not an opportunity for you to beat yourself down. We're not entertaining those negative Nancy's. So when you ask yourself this question, it's not about, what did you do wrong, but what were the areas where you maybe missed your mark, but you can dial it down or dial it up to get closer next time. The third question is, what affected my goals the most? What were there some things that happened that blew you off course? Did you lose focus? What were the things that kept you from reaching your goal? I want you to be really honest with yourself here. This is not the opportunity to make excuses. As you think about how you can improve for the next year, it's a chance to just be really real with yourself and say, you know what, I dropped the ball here. I could have done better. I could have done this differently. Or to say, be honest and say, I wasn't feeling 100%. There were some things that got in the way. Maybe I wasn't as clear on my goal as I should have been. And a little later, we'll talk about some of the ways that you can set better goals in the future. The fourth thing is, what would I like to improve? So now we're starting to set the tone for planning for the future, but still in a way that's reflective of the past. So you're looking at some of the things that happened this year that you wish had gone better, that you wish you had done differently, that if you could go back in time, if you had a DeLorean parked outside right now, you could go back and change one thing, what would it be that you could change? And as you go through these questions, try to think about things that are within your power to control. There are some things that are just completely outside of your power. They're dependent on other people. They're outside forces, acts of God, whatever, things that are just not within your power. Don't beat yourself up for those things. You really, even if you had a DeLorean and could go back in the past, there was nothing that you could do about it. So really try to focus on the areas where you can improve, where you can do better, where you can make changes. Sometimes it's not even huge changes. Sometimes it's just 1 and 2 degree shift. So try to find what those things were as you think about the past. Now, as we move into developing our vision for the future, here are a few tips that you can use to help create a vision that is meaningful to you. First and foremost, you want to make sure that you align your visions with your aspirations in the coming year, and make sure that they have a personal connection to your values, to your beliefs, and to the level of success that you want to achieve. Way too often do I see women setting goals to keep up with the Joneses, or because a parent or a sibling or a friend, family member, whoever has this idea of what life should look like for them, and they sort of adopted that into their dreams and goals pattern. But I really want you to get in the habit of creating goals that are actually in line with what you want. Every single time you set a goal, you need to be super like critical of it. Like, is this what I really want, or is this something that I think I want because somebody else has it, or because somebody else says that I should have it, or somebody else believes that this is what life is all about? Really scrutinize your goals and make sure they are in alignment with your personal beliefs and your values. You don't want to have to sacrifice what's important to you to achieve something that somebody else said is the end all and be all. Because then when you get it, it's not going to resonate with you as much. And trust me, I tell you from experience, you can find yourself chasing things for the wrong reason. The second thing I want you to look out for is to make sure that as you plan for the future, to prioritize your health, your wellness, your well-being, your family life, and set aside now the time for those things as well. There's so much that happens so quickly. A lot of the time, especially with us women, we reach the end of the year and we're saying, oh my gosh, I missed the plays, I missed the sporting events, I really wish I had time to do these things with the family. Mark those days out on your calendar as much as possible right now. If it's one day a week that you're setting to spend with your family, if it's turning off your phone during dinner time, whatever those things are going to be, those small things that make a huge impact. Are you going to go out of your way to make a trip 2 or 3 times for the year to visit loved ones? Are you going to write notes of encouragement or appreciation to those that you care about? As you plan for the future, factor in those little things that you can do that will, at the end of the year, make a huge difference to you and those people that you care about. Next, before you start planning those goals, before you start setting those dreams and desires in place, before you start making those resolutions, I want to encourage you to picture yourself in the future without the limiting beliefs, without the fears, without the things that keep you back, like imposter syndrome and low self-esteem, low self-confidence. I want you, as you plan your goals, to picture yourself as the best possible version of you. I want you to show up next year, but free of fear, free of those limiting beliefs, free of the things that limit your self-confidence. Because as you plan your goals from that point, it's going to shift the way that you even approach your goals. It's going to shift the type of goals that you even set for yourself. So before you even start to write down those goals, before you put pen to paper, I want you to approach it from a place where you are confident, where you are unstoppable, where you are full of success, where all the things that are meant for you, all the blessings, all the good things are coming for you. There is nothing that can stop you from doing the things that you want to achieve. No weapon formed against you. I want you to approach it from that place, because when you do, you're going to show up differently. You're going to set different goals, and you're going to reach for them at a different level than you would if you set your goals from a place of limiting beliefs, of low self-esteem, of fear, of low self-confidence. So before you even write those goals, make a mental shift to position yourself to say, okay, this is me. This is the version of me who is not afraid. This is the version of me who can do anything. This is the version of me whose blessings are meant for her and coming her way. There are good things that are happening for me. There are good plans that are made for me, plans to prosper, not to harm me. This is the place that I'm going to stand in as I set my goals. And watch how just that small mindset shift affects the goals that you have for yourself. The fourth tip that I want to share for you is making sure that you create for yourself a supportive network. Make sure you make a list of the people that will come around you to encourage you, who are your mentors, who are your supports, who are the people you can lean on, who are the people who are going to encourage you, and who are the people that you are going to encourage and motivate and empower. And if you don't have a network, if you're thinking you can't think of people that you can add to your list, names that you can put down to call upon, I want to invite you to join the Boss Ladies Network. If you are a woman in STEM or male-dominated field, architecture, design, construction, technology, the Boss Ladies Network is a place that's created for you where you can connect with other like-minded women to encourage each other, to support each other. We have events throughout the year to educate you and build you up. And if you are looking for a community like that, the door is open. Consider this your invitation to join us and make that one of the things that you're going to ask your to-do list for the new year. Last but not least, plan the things that you desire for your professional evolution. But as you set those goals, as you set the goals that you want to have for your finances and for your success, I want you to encourage you to frame those goals not in just like, I want the promotion, but in what can you do? What are the action steps that you can take? Because at the end of the day, for example, a promotion. If a promotion is getting the promotion is your goal, that's not 100% within your control. There are managers and supervisors in HR, there are other people who are making that decision. But there are things that you can do. What certifications are you going to take? What classes are you going to get involved in? What workshops are you going to participate in? Are you going to get involved in different events or community? What are the things, as you make your list, focus on the things that you can do. How can you advance your skill set? How can you increase your contribution? What are the things that you specifically are in control of? Because as you frame your goals for the new year and your resolutions, I want you to start thinking beyond, okay, I want to lose weight, I want a promotion, I want a new car, and start thinking about how these things enhance you as a person, enhance your life, help you feel more fulfilled and more successful. Success doesn't lie in the money alone, in the number of zeros in your bank account, or the type of car you drive. Success and fulfillment are how, begin with how you feel about yourself. So make it easy to feel good about yourself. If you get up in the morning and you get to work on time, great. But you get up to work on time and you're smiling at your coworkers. You can't control the traffic or the weather or how, different things like that. But you can control your emotions, how you show up. You can control how you greet your coworkers. You can control your demeanor. Are you going to make it your goal to be a positive person? Are you going to be a person who's encouraging? Are you going to be the person who is showing up and playing full out? Are you going to be the person in your family who's leaving those little notes of encouragement, who is uplifting your family and friends? Are you going to make these, what little decisions can you make for yourself that are 100% within your control? Anything can happen in the economy. You don't have full control over how many zeros are in your bank account, but you can control the frame of mind that you put yourself when you open your bank account, regardless of the amount that's in it. You can put yourself in a place where no matter what happens, you're going to show up with gratitude, with joy, with peace. Sometimes it's a small thing. You can eat your veggies. Every day you're going to have one vegetable with each meal or one fruit with each meal. Those little changes that make it so that at the end of the day, you can look and say, okay, maybe I didn't get all my tasks done. Maybe I didn't show up to work on time this week. Maybe I didn't make that promotion. Maybe I didn't get the amount that I wanted in my bank account. But I showed up every day with joy and gratitude. I made time to think about wonderful, peaceful things. I made time to connect with friends and family members and share encouraging words, share uplifting words, to be a positive person in my community. Those small things are huge. And then as you make your goals, break them down. Make sure that they're SMART goals because you're going to be more likely to achieve them. So as opposed to something like, I want to lose weight, how much weight specifically do you want to lose? By when? Why is that important to you? How is that going to affect your life, your lifestyle, your livelihood, your relationships? You want that promotion? Okay, great. By when? What are you going to do to get it? Why is this important to you? Not just how it affects your finances. How does it affect your joy, your self-fulfillment, and your family life? What are you going to do when you get that promotion to celebrate? Map it all out. Plan it all out. Write it down. Last but not least, this one is huge. Celebrate not just the wins, but the challenges. Here at the Boss Ladies Network, we encourage each other to reframe challenges as not just obstacles or things that are in our way to keep us down, but we want to look at challenges as like the boss battles in the video games. The sign that we are about to level up and move to the next level, get to the next place, get into the next season. They are there like the villains in the movies to make the heroes us in our storyline, make the heroes better. Think about it. In cartoons, every time the bad guy levels up, the superhero has to level up too in order to beat that bad guy. The superhero always wins. Ladies, you are the superhero in your story. You will always win. But look at those the enemies, those villains in your life, those things that you would normally think of as in your way, obstacles, challenges, mountains, and valleys, as the things that you are meant to overcome and learn from and level up and be better. So I hope you guys have an amazing holiday, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the new year. If you found this video helpful, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you heart and share with others. Bookmark it so you can come back to it later after all the holiday festivities are over and you have a little bit of time to relax. As you're going through, watch this video and follow the steps, make your notes, and have an amazing new year. I'll see you next year. Bye.